Greetings, everyone. I am Queen Diambi Kabatuswila Chiyomwata Kalamba Mukalenga Mukajiwan Kashama Wabakwaluntu Wabaluba Wakasai Wakongo. That is the female king of the Order of the Leopard of the Bakwaluntu people who belong to the Luba ethnic group in Kasai in the Democratic Republic of Congo. I am also Grande Mãe do Povo Bantu Brasileiro. That is the traditional queen of the African descendants of Brazil. This is such an honor for me to be here today to speak about what I do, who I am, and to let you know that I'm very honored and blessed to be amongst you all, and also to be giving an award today that is the Golden Canary Award of Queen Diambi Golden Canary Award. That is an award that gives recognition to people who are doing lots of effort to include people of African descent in their midst. Could it be business organizations? Could it be social gathering? Could it be in arts and culture? In many instances, they are inclusive and they deserve to be recognized for showing the example of how to be a better human being. So I'm very honored to be here. I am traditional queen in Congo. A traditional queen is a queen of a people because we were, kingdoms before we became republics. But today in the Democratic Republic of Congo, there is many people and they are all belongs to different kingdoms. And my kingdom is the Luntu people of Kasai. And the Luntu people belong to the bigger ethnic group that is better known as the Luba people. So it's a subgroup of the Luba people, and it's a very ancient kingdom, and we are still here today. Although we had colonization and we have now a republic since 1960, we are still there present to represent our people. So we do have a power to represent our people, but more so to be ambassador of our history, our tradition, and our ancient culture. So this is absolutely something that I am so proud to speak about all over the world, because unfortunately, Africa has often suffered an image deficit or a negative image. They portray Africa as if it was a place of darkness where there was nothing much happening and people were not very advanced in many field of life, and they thought we were just people stayed backwards. And those are the images that are portrayed oftentimes, which are actually completely false. Africa is a thriving continent and has always been a thriving continent, since it's actually the continent that saw the birth of humanity. But not just the birth. For now, with the information we have, we know that humanity has been around for 400,000 years. The latest genome analysis that we have can point to that. And of that 400,000 years, we lived in Africa alone, only in Africa, for 330,000 years. So we started to move out of Africa only 70,000 years ago. That's the first time the human being left Africa. So we cannot consider Africa just as a cradle. It's a home, it's a university, it's a temple. Africa is amazing and has been at the core, at the forefront of a lot of the innovations that are at the core of many of the technology that we developed later on, including agriculture, medicine, mathematics, all sciences, architecture, the arts, and even sports. But many people do not know that history. So therefore, it's one of my biggest joy to go around the world and to give back to humanity the true history of her ancestors. So humanity's ancestors are in Africa and have done so much for humanity, have been at the forefront of so many accomplishments, and not only in the past, but also in the present. And it's always important that people really have the truth in front of them so they know exactly what it is that, the story of our family, our human family, so we can reconnect with each other. But besides that, of course, I do a lot of other things. And one of the main things I do is really to work on different projects, humanitarian projects like bringing clean water wells to different villages that I have in the Congo. I also care for 7 orphanages in Kinshasa with homeless children. And I'm also involved right now in building a hospital for women's health, especially a surgical center for women in the east of the Congo, a place where they've been armed conflict that has really killed and destroyed lives of millions of people. And especially women have been victim of that. So I work in that field as well. And other things that I do is get involved in different types of projects to do development, work in the continent of Africa, but also in other continents and other countries like in Brazil. So my intention is to also bring some kind of industries like a fashion industry from Africa in Brazil, and to work in collaboration with many different communities, as I was crowned in Brazil, in Salvador de Bahia on March 3rd of 2019 as the traditional queen of the African descendant with the title Grande Mãe do Povo Bantu Brasileiro. And I'm so proud to wear this title and to go around the world talking about the greatness of the African descendants of Brazil, to talk about the resilience, the beauty, the intelligence, the ability to get involved in all fields of industry and to really excel. And although they're still struggling so hard with inequalities and injustices, they are really resilient and they are working so hard to make of Brazil a beautiful country. And their contribution have certainly made of Brazil the great country it is known for today. So I am very happy to be here with all of you today for this particular ceremony, recognizing the amazing people from Brazil that are making great contribution all over the world. Thank you very much. Obrigado.